Hey guys, this is Scorpio from Region 2 and I'm here with Mr. Jacob from CD Projekt Red. He's the story writer of one of the most anticipated games of all time, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Mr. Jacob, so pleased to meet you, and hopefully, is this your first time in Dubai?
Well, it's my first time outside of the airport. Yeah, so I think for purposes.
How was your experience? How you leave?
Well, I haven't seen that much because we were really working very hard to make sure that this event goes smoothly, that everything works fine, and so on. So I must say I've been mostly at work, but what I've seen I found very, very impressive. So I'm really glad that I had the chance of seeing little bits at least of the city.
Hopefully we'll do that. So I'm interested to know about the story, how deep it is. I mean, how can get us as gamers involved emotionally and to connect us with the characters of the game.
Okay, so The Witcher has a rich story, and it's one of the features that is most important to us at CD Projekt Red, and this is something that we've always put a lot of attention to.
Okay.
And I think it's exceptional to gaming in a number of different ways. Is that we put a lot of emphasis on choices and consequences. So we want to engage players by presenting them with difficult choices. So it's not about choosing between the good and evil, where everything is clear from the outset and you can foresee the consequences. It's always more complicated, and you're never sure what your actions will result in. So we want players to really think twice about what they will do, what they will say. And then these consequences are presented and revealed either immediately or, and this happens quite a lot, much later into the game. So it's very hard to reverse the course that you once taken.
So once you made a choice or decision, you cannot change it. Or
it's very difficult to change. You have to go back quite a bit. So you have to stick with your decisions, and this is something that also makes you think more about how you want to do it. And just to give you an idea of how complex the story is, we have 36 different endings depending on what you did in the game. So there is a lot to decide on, in many ways in which you can influence the world. And also we wanted this game to be an emotional experience. That we feel that games as a medium have arrived at a point where they can not only entertain, but they can also touch you emotionally, get you involved, get you thinking about things. So we are really happy that we have that, and we have very good voiceovers, we have very good translation in dubbing, in subtitles, exquisite facial animations and character movement really, which really come together to deliver the story. And I'm really sure that players who will give The Witcher a chance and will get into the story will not be disappointed.
So let's say I'm new to The Witcher series.
Sure.
I haven't played the first two games. Will it be difficult for me to get involved with the story, or I need to play the first two games to know the background?
I think because actually something I'd like to emphasize very strongly is that you can enjoy The Witcher 3 without knowing anything at all about the previous games or the books on which they are based. We knew that there will be a lot of new players coming in to play The Witcher Wild Hunt, and this is why we put a lot of effort into crafting the prologue sequence, which really gives you all the crucial information you need to enjoy the story. So while you do, interesting things and learn the basics of combat and explore the world, you learn all the key facts effortlessly. So you learn who the Witchers are, who Geralt is specifically, who are his friends, his enemies. You learn about the world in which they live. And by the end of the prologue, when the world opens up, you really have all the basics that you need to enjoy the experience.
So you don't need to play the first two games?
No, of course I encourage you, if you have the time, opportunity and so on, they're still well worth playing. But if you don't, if you just want to pick up The Witcher Wild Hunt from the shelf, by all means.
I can easily get into the story.
Yeah.
Now, is the story any way related to the Blood of the Elves novel, or it's different?
So we take a lot from the novels, but we do not take any specific story elements or defined stories from the books into the game. So we base our game on the lore. There are a lot of characters from the books and so on, but it's a different story. So of course we stay true to the original in the sense that the place feels very similar and characters behave as they would have in the books, but it's a different story. So there are some themes or I'd say experiences that carry over, but not the story itself.
So taking this deep story at this scale, how difficult was it to localize it?
It was very difficult, and we have a dedicated big team of people who are coordinating and managing translation into all the languages, because we have many different versions of voiceovers, but even more versions with the subtitles. So we didn't go with the usual key languages like English, German, and so on, which of course are there, but we also went for languages that developers usually do not choose to pick up, like Arabic, of course, but also Brazilian Portuguese, Chinese, Korean, Japanese, and so on. So there's a wide choice of languages. And this is partly because we have an experience of knowing how frustrating it is when you cannot get the game, or you cannot get the game in your own language, because it was like that in Poland in the 1990s, that we were overlooked by the big publishers, the big developers, and it was very hard to get the game in your own language. And we know it's really bad, because you want to enjoy something but not have the opportunity to do so. So this is why we felt that it's really important that we make the game available to as many people as possible, and I'm really happy that we managed to accomplish that.
That's awesome. What's next for The Witcher?
So we feel that this is the last adventure for Geralt specifically.
Okay.
That he's really experienced a lot. That this game, which takes about 100 hours to complete, it's so big and so epic that it feels like a good moment to finish the story. But the world of The Witcher lives on, and we have side projects set in this universe. We have the board game, which also has a digital version. We have the mobile battle arena version of The Witcher, which you can also download and play for free, actually. So we are still, keeping our tabs on the world of The Witcher, but we set, sort of a goodbye to Geralt at this point.
That's beautiful. I would like to thank you, Mr. Jacob, for everything.
No, you were most welcome.
Stay tuned for more infos about the Witcher game, and it's coming on May, so we will cover everything about it, and hopefully you will get to unbox the collector's edition. So stay tuned, and this is my gamer salute. Catch you guys.
Thank you.